What has happened here is we pulled over at the Horseshoe Bend overlook area on Route 89 heading toward Page. Very beautiful. What surprised me, what I didn't expect, I didn't know it was such a commercial thing. Look at all these cars and all this action. I thought it was just a little turnout on the side of the road. But here we are. And it's a good thing. So I'm walking the 0.4 mile trail out to the overlook. Let's take a look at this. Mobs of people, but it's still good. Everybody's enjoying it. Let's take a look. Very scenic ride to get here. There, now we can see the crowds down there. A little breezy. This really is a beautiful western landscape here. We're approaching the Horseshoe Bend overlook. Right here you may see people up on a ridge. And then here is the main overlook. So we're gonna head out over there, take a look. So I've walked off the trail a little bit, explored this really neat looking rock here. Oh my God, look at the color of this plant. Let's just check this out. This is really wonderful formations of rock here. You might hear all the people behind me. I chose to go this way. Oh boy, this is neat stuff. Look at that. So I'm going to make my own way over to the overlook, a little bit off the beaten path. I just love this stuff. And nobody's over here. Let's bushwhack a little bit more. You can see the cut in the background. That's the Colorado out there. We're gonna head over there. We'll get there eventually. But there's something beautiful about just walking through this land here. And if we look this way, you'll see the main path that everyone's taking. There's a little sun shelter there. Well, I'm nestled here among the rocks. Just scared a little rabbit away into his hole. And I'll eventually get over to that rim. It's taken me a lot longer than I thought, because this is just too fun. I'm going to walk across this little landscape. So we're continuing to walk across this amazing landscape, taking our time. The rim of the canyon here is just in front of us. So we're going to walk up here, look at the formation of these rocks. Slide around this way. And let's get our first view of the river. The little bit I saw a moment ago looked incredibly clear water. Let's see what we get here. I am not looking in the camera right now, watching my feet. There we see the river. From this viewpoint, we can't see the entire Horseshoe Bend, but look at the beauty of that water and the land. We're going to head around to the main viewpoint, and we'll get that classic picture. That water looks very inviting down there, the Colorado River. Well, I guess now I will head over to the standard viewpoint where I guess you see the entire horseshoe. Let's take a look in that direction. I'm gonna have to walk down here. And head to where all the people are. Just strolling around on this rock is worth it without the Horseshoe Bend. But that water is so clear in the river. So let's continue here along this. And here is that classic view of Horseshoe Bend. And so our final view of Horseshoe Bend on a beautiful sunny day here in Page, Arizona. And I'm going to go on now and head back to the RV.
So you can see the whole pot. Yes. No, the boat better no. Oh my God, look at those views.
So we're on our way to Lees Ferry. We're on Route 89A, and what incredible scenery out here. The Vermillion Cliffs are right behind us. And this is, in essence, looks to me like the same thing. So we're going to continue on to Lees Ferry. Hopefully get a campsite. We have arrived at Lees Ferry. This is a site where many rafting trips leave, going up the Grand Canyon. on the Colorado River, of course. And we have these beautiful prickly pear that are blossoming here in the desert. In a little while, we're going to go down to the river, and I am really looking forward to that. Lees Ferry. We're camped up on the hill right here. Arizona. And we found this lady, Catherine. She's here too. We found her over at Grand Canyon also. What do you think of this place, first impression?
It's really beautiful.
Yeah.
The landscaping is just so unique.
Yeah,
and a lot of character.
Not what you usually see by our neighborhood, that's for sure. So we're looking here
but the wind blew that enclosure down.
I know. The Vermillion Cliffs here. The sun is setting, so
show the enclosure.
not much color on them right now. Down there in the gully, apparently they get some strong winds here. That's the shelter for one of the picnic tables. And out here, we have more of that beautiful, beautiful red rock. What a beautiful land. Oh, and that river's gorgeous. We're gonna head down there in a little bit. And look at those buds that are ready to bust out. These things are gonna be covered with flowers.
Ants are busy at work.
So here is the trail to the Colorado River. So let's go down to the river. Short little walk. What's incredible for me is the only other times I got down to the Colorado River was hiking down the Grand Canyon. So this now is just a couple of 100 yards away. And in fact, it looks like we could even drive down there maybe tomorrow. Kathy's knee is not so great, so she's back at the RV at the moment, but maybe we can get her down here tomorrow. Let's scout out the area just a little bit. All right, somewhere is a trail. There it is. Taking an even stroll to the Colorado River. The Glen Canyon Dam is very close, just a little bit upriver here. And so we're seeing the Colorado with very clear water, not too much debris, silt and so on. All right, so let's shut this and we'll meet up again at the river. So we're at the Pariah Beach. Let's go. Here we have the mighty Colorado. So the sun is setting now, so I think we'll call it an evening. Very beautiful. And hopefully we can get Kathy down here tomorrow morning. It's 6 o'clock in the morning on May 3rd. And that is the campground at Lees Ferry. Very small campground, no facilities. But the location. There's the Colorado River in the background. The sun is just about to pop up over the mountain. And here its first rays hitting on the Vermillion Cliffs. What a place to be. We're here at Paria Beach on the Colorado River at Lees Ferry. 9 o'clock in the morning. Looks like there'll be some boats coming down shortly. And the color of this water is just beautiful. I've never seen the Colorado like this. We're just strolling in the Colorado River. The water is icy cold, but at least we get in. On a beautiful morning. There he is, waiting by the rapids. We heard that the boats going in this direction toward us go on 10 or 14-day river expeditions down the Grand Canyon. Again, this is Lees Ferry, where so many of those rafting trips launch from. In fact, we're in the Grand Canyon National Park, according to the sign about 50 yards to my left. Just walking along the river. These are the rescue crews practicing. All right, thank you guys. We just had a nice surprise watching the river rescue workers practicing this morning. And now we're going to leave the Colorado here, which I really don't want to do, but we're going to leave and we're going to head over to Kanab and just relax in Kanab for the day.
This is the Vermillion Cliffs. Arizona. We were there.